Captain's log, stardate 6947.8. The Enterprise is approaching the space station at Sigma Draconis 7. Flint the Immortal is giving a concert, after which we will hold a briefing about his assisting my crew with a study of that facility.
That was remarkable, Mr. Flint.
Yes, thank you for agreeing to give a concert for my crew. They don't often have the opportunity of live performances this far from Starbase.
It was my pleasure.
If you're ready, I'd like to go over a few details with you before our pre-mission briefing.
Of course. After you, Captain.
So your brother Brad is transferring to the USS Constitution, right?
Yes, he's very excited. He's applying for the technical officer billet.
But he was a junior engineer on his previous ship, wasn't he? Does he have the qualifications to be tactical chief?
Well, not as such. Between you and me, Brad is going to take credit for leading some of the tactical exercises run on his old ship, to bulwark his experience. He said he'll also put down that he completed several weapons courses that he actually didn't get around to taking.
That's kind of dishonest, isn't it? I mean, faking his quals like that?
It would be if everyone didn't do it. I found out that the helmsman of the Ariel, Lieutenant Brown, wasn't strictly qualified. He faked his way by padding his resume in the same way.
It still seems kind of fishy to me.
If other officers can fake their quals to get a job, why can't my brother Brad? I mean, everyone does it.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess.
Excuse me, officers, I couldn't help overhearing. Yes, Mr. Spock? The argument you're employing, Mr. Markel, is not logical. In fact, it exhibits the fallacy of two wrongs make a right, a fallacy of relevance.
His argument was kind of convincing.
That may be so, Lieutenant Bryce, but his argument is invalid. It employs the fallacy of two wrongs make a right. This fallacy is committed when one attempts to justify an often questionable or objectionable act by pointing out that others often commit or have committed the same act, thus suggesting that such actions are commonplace, as in, if others are doing it, I can too. Another form of the fallacy occurs when one dismisses a criticism of an action because the one criticizing that action is also guilty of having done it, in effect saying, you do it too, therefore so can I. The fallacy in this reasoning comes because the wrongness of an action does not become less so due to repetition. This is a fallacy of relevance because the rightness or wrongness of the action under debate is never analyzed. Instead, an attempt is simply made to justify it.
Thank you, Commander Spock.
Yes, I should definitely consider what I'm saying more carefully. That would be best. Even if an argument seems to make sense, it cannot be valid unless the form is valid, and that it does not exhibit one of the logical fallacies such as the two wrongs make a right fallacy. It's only logical.